This week we are going to format your report. So to begin, open a blank Word document. The first thing we want to do is add in page holders so we know which pages in the report will be what. The first page will be your title page. There's a template available on the 315 website, but for now you can just type title page. Rather than hitting enter to get to the next page, we're going to want to insert page breaks. Now this is a necessity because when creating footers, page breaks will allow you to do them correctly. So go up to page layout, breaks, next page. This is going to be your executive summary. Once again, page breaks, next page. This will be your introduction. Next page will be your methods. Page break, next page. This will be your findings section. Everyone will have a different number of findings. Next page, appendices, meaning table of contents. And let's add one more page break. And this will be appendix 1. Just like findings, everyone will have a different number of appendices. So if we scroll back up to the top, your title page and your executive summary should not have footers on them. The first page of your report with your footers will be the introduction. So to create a footer, simply click at the bottom of the page. And we want our footers to be Times New Roman, size 12, and center. And your footers are going to be the title of your survey or project, comma, April 2013, comma, page. Now after you type page, you want to enter one space. When you're creating footers, you cannot simply manually enter page numbers. Rather, you have to go through the footer functions. So to do so, enter one space after page, go up to design, page number, current position. And we just want a plain number. If you see here, it's not starting at 1 as it should, it's starting at 3. That's because this footer is linked to the executive summary and the title page. We always want to make sure that when you're creating footers from different sections, you unhighlight the link to previous button up here. Simply click it and you will be able to go and delete the footers on the executive summary and title page. Next, we can't simply delete this number and type in 1. Once again, we have to go up to design, page numbers, format page numbers. From there, you have the option to continue from the previous section or start at. In this case, we want to start at 1. Select OK. So now we have the title of the project, page 1. If we go down to the method section, page 2, findings, page 3, and appendices, table of contents, page 4. However, each appendix itself will have a different footer. So click in the footer on appendix 1. The first thing you want to do is unlink to previous. So click link to previous so it's no longer highlighted. Next, this should actually say appendix, Roman numeral 1, dash. Now the Roman numeral will change for each appendix. So appendix 2 will have Roman numeral 2 and so on. After the dash, don't enter a space. Go up to design, page numbers, and just like before, current position, plain number. As it did before, it's not starting at 1, however. So simply highlight, back up to design, page numbers, format page number. And just like before, we want it to start at 1. So now you have properly formatted footers. The next step will be creating proper section headings. So if we go back to the beginning and scroll down to introduction, this is not the proper heading for the sections. Section headings will have a border with specific line width. So first we need to create that style. To create the style, go up to change styles, and you see this small arrow right here. Click that and you want to scroll all the way down and select New Style. This dialog box will appear. For simplicity, you should name this PAF 315 so it's easier to find later on. Next, we want the style type to be a table. As always, Times New Roman, size 12, and let's bold it. Next, we want to change 1 point to 1.5, and we only want borders on the top and the bottom. So select the border options, select top, go back, and select bottom. Hit OK. You notice though, it doesn't apply the style. What we just did was create the style. Now you have to go through the steps to apply the style. It's important to note when applying the style, you don't want to highlight the entire line, you just want to highlight the wording. Otherwise your style won't apply. So to apply the style, select the drop-down box up here, Apply Styles. Because we named it PAF 315, we can go and just select PAF 315. We want this to be centered, and we also want it to be all caps. Rather than going through and simply retyping so it's all caps, just highlight. On the Home tab, select the Change Case, and we want uppercase. While it might be hard to see, here the lines on the top are 1.5 and the line on the bottom is 1.5 also. However, that's not proper 315 formatting. To change that, you want to click into the heading, go up to Design, and here you see 1.5 point. We want to select 1 point, and this little pen appears. Take your pen and simply click the bottom line so that the top line is 1.5 and the bottom is 1. Now we can apply this style to the Methods section. Now just like before, make sure you don't highlight the entire line, only the words, Apply Styles, PAF 315. We want this centered, all caps, click into the box, Design, 1 point, and change the bottom